Hey guys, Mike DeBone here. When I first started trying to think about how to do this series, the whole idea was that I was going to talk about liberty concepts and maybe concepts that maybe people haven't heard about, or maybe things that aren't talked about a lot, or get the kind of the ideas out there. But a lot of people have been asking me about Snowden. I got a lot of people that follow me on Facebook. Some people that I know, a lot of people that I know personally, a lot of people that I don't know personally, just kind of know through the internet and people liking my statuses and seeing things out there. So, there are a lot of people sending me messages saying, "What about the Snowden thing? What do you feel about Snowden?" All right, so here's my take on the Snowden thing. The more I hear about it, the more I keep thinking about this one sentence that keeps coming up all the time in my mind, right? And that's the fact that I keep hearing that in times of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. And George Orwell said that. It keeps coming to my mind because he told the truth, just like a lot of people tell the truth in these day and ages, and we're demonized for it. And instead of pointing the arrow where it needs to be pointed, this is a great diversion saying, "Oh, look over here." Yeah, but what are they saying? "I don't care, look over here." Yeah, but they're saying, it doesn't matter. I wish I could say to Mr. Snowden, "Sir, you can come back and find asylum in America. Because we, the people, don't find anything wrong with what you did. We applaud what you did, sir, because you showed us and you told us point blank that the government is spying on us against our rights and against our liberties." The thing is, it's about privacy. And privacy goes down to this one fact: privacy is yours because you own it, not the government. If the government owns your privacy, they own you. If they own you, you are a property of the state and you're a slave. So if you feel that the government can spy on you for no reason, you're a slave, and that's fine. But I don't want to be a slave. So again, as I've said a million times, just tell me where you want to live and be a slave, and I will go and live where I don't want to be a slave. That's why I like the Free State Project, because they come out and say, "I don't want to be a slave. I don't want to be a slave. I want this. Don't tread on me." It's like my little headband. It's actually my wristband. But the point is, these survival strap guys, man, they got it down. Point is this: Snowden, I wish to God that if you could come back here. That's what I want to say. Come back here and don't worry about anybody. They won't touch you. We give you the part, the people. Thank you, sir, for telling us how screwed we are. Now, another thing is this: he went to Russia. That's today, the 25th, 6/25, 2013. Russia said he's a free man. He can stay here as long as he wants. Russia. This is Rocky IV. You know what I'm saying? Russia came out and said, "If he dies, he dies." That guy, those guys. Gorbachev with the thing. Putin came out and said, he's a free man in Russia. You all should be jumping out of your heads going, "All right, look, maybe I'm not as fanatically screwed up as I should be. I should be like so crazy as the media wants to call me crazy because I want to be free." Maybe you should be more crazy, because guess what? Crazy is actually the truth, and that's why it's called revolutionary. Now, while I don't believe in a lot of the people that I've looked up to, I don't really look up to them as people I've researched as revolutionaries, right? I mean, there are a lot of people I look up to, like, Thomas Jefferson, right? John Adams, right? George Washington, all those kind of guys kind of look up to a little bit revolutionary-wise. But there's a lot of people that I've studied that aren't people I look up to. Che Guevara, right? Saul Alinsky, been through that one before with me. But the thing is, there's a lot to learn from these people, whether you agree with them or not, right? Fidel Castro, this kind of stuff. And when you look at how they came to their ideas, one of them came to their ideas because they thought they were people that could better govern others. And other people said you should let people have a say in their own government. Well, the people that say that we should let people say in their own government aren't in power now. It's the other side. They're taking the same steps. So, sir, I wish to God I could look right in this camera and talk to Mr. Snowden and say, "Come back to America. Asylum is here for you." But I can't. No. Sorry that I went on to this whole entire topic. I'm trying not to be topical. I try to be concept driven, because I think we have a lot of topical people in the liberty movement. I don't think we have enough concept people in the liberty movement, because concepts are what's going to control and change the language. I have a video on this whole thing, changing the language, changing the liberty language, so that we have a say and not sticking to the old paradigms, stuck in the old things. And this is a perfect example of it. Look over here is the truth. Snowden says, here's some truth. And the media goes, look over here. But we go, hey, well, so we have to stop and say, I'm not going to answer your question. Boom. Okay? Somebody asked me if I was in a debate with somebody, and they asked me something like, what is your favorite color? Right? And that we're trying to get we're trying to get to something of reason. I would say something like, I refuse to answer your ridiculous question, topic of substance, please. Because I'm here to answer substance questions. I'm not here to answer, what would you do if you had them? I'm here to answer your substance questions. So I recommend that same thing to you. When somebody says something so ridiculous, you say, I thought we were trying to have a rational conversation here. Not your ridiculous argument. Your argument, by the way, Wolf Blitzer, and your argument, all those people on Fox and NBC, is not to the reporter that's asking him questions and is not, are you a accessory to a felony? He's a reporter. Every single reporter then is an accessory to a felony, because you all have sources and all this other kind of stuff, and he's not helping commit a crime. He's not committing any crime at all. But he's not helping him commit a crime because he's just reporting to somebody. He's just an embedded person. It's not a big deal. But again, it's a way of pointing over there when the truth is over here. So, all right, I'm done. Snowden, I salute you. You're the man, the myth, and the mystery. I hope you keep it up. I'm sorry that you had to run away, but some people say you should have stayed here. I think you did the right thing by leaving, because you're able to get your story out more, and it's up to us, the Liberty crowd, to get the word out. So in Liberty, Liberty or Death TV, Mike the Bone, peace out.